very shortly. See, we got a world 2 here. Got a 3 and a 4. All right, I'd like to see this variety. And off they go. They're going to find World 6. Ooh. As you notice there, the map is a little differently laid out. Ace is going to go straight into the fort, while YoBGS is going to check out that pipe. He's going to find himself in another fort here, and that's going to be the Air Force. So we got 2 completely different stages. You're going to see a bunch of different strategies here throughout this Tourney Flags 2 seed matchup. I'm interested to see if Ace is going to pull some different strategies. He likes to hold on to a lot of power-ups for later on. He may skip those knowing that YoBGS got through so quickly. YoBGS playing it into a boom boom fight as Ace of Arrows playing a little carefully here. And the World 8 fort does not get through on the first P-switch, so he's going to have to back up and do another one. YoBGS is going to play the Mushroom House here. See what kind of an item he gets for that. Ace of Arrows does a little swag clip here to get through the World 8 fort. YoBGS going to equip that frog suit, take down the Hammer Bros, and find a nice hammer. Now, you believe it or not, the hammers will not play as big of a part here in Tourney Flags 2. You're going to find clouds are going to be the valuable item to look for. As Ace grabs his hammer, YoBGS going to finish up the rest of his Hammer Brothers here. As Ace heads into the Air Force. And YoBGS is going to play this next fort, which is going to be 5F1. So they're both going to play, it looks like, all the fortresses here. YoBGS may not play the World 8 fort. So, by any means, I believe YoBGS is in the lead just by a smidge, not much. As the World 5 fortress is relatively pretty quick. Ace went to the pipe realizing exactly where that was going to send him. He's going to take this Mushroom House. And YoBGS is going to find himself, I want to say, in 6-4. Could be wrong. Ace backtracking a little bit. Yeah, realized that was the wrong pipe to go into. Gonna head into his Hammer Bro fight. And he's gonna move into 6-4, and he's gonna find himself with the World 6 beta stage again. Saw this last time. Ace still had a little difficult with the boom. The big Hammer Brothers there. And he's going to head straight into 5F1. Does take a hit from the disco wall. Got to be careful of those things, especially with the randomizer. Unfortunately, looking for a power up there, just finds the one up. And YoBGS is roughly about 2 stages ahead of him. And it looks like he did not need to play the World 8 fort. It was a smart move by him, but at the same time, it is going to cost him a bit of time here. YoBGS in 2-1. Making some good jumps to get over the Piranha Plants. Does grab the 3 stars, give him 10 lives. Not a bad backup to have. Ace grabbing the leaf there, and he's going to play through 6-4. YoBGS playing the end card game, not finding anything valuable there. Unfortunately, with no matches. And he's going to head straight into the World 6 airship. Good save by Ace of Arrows. I thought he had a death there coming. But good thing he had the little tail there that saved him. YoBGS working through the World 6 airship and World 1, which is World 6, so it's technically a Fred. Gonna head into his Lemmy fight. I mean, it looks like he's putting up a little bit of fight, more than 3 hits. Ooh, does make the dodge on him. And it's a 4-hit Lemmy. So YoBGS takes down World 1. Let's see what you guys in chat think World 2 is going to be. Obviously, World 6 will not be the answer, or 8, so put your thoughts in chat, please. Ace does make a match there with the stars, so we'll find out what that is here in just a moment. He's going to take bottom route. Looks like the stars were a Tanuki suit. And he's going to find himself in one of the hand stages with the fireballs. A very nice and quick stage. Plus, we'll find out what the hand stages are handing out today. As YoBGS finds himself in World 7. Ace still not too far behind here. He's in the World 6 airship. And YoBGS finds a nice cloud that will be useful for later. This island is a perfect island. It's got all these pipes, so either any one of these could lead him right to where he needs to be. And he'll find the correct island, but he does need to beat a fort to unlock that key. To unlock the lock, technically. So he's going to use one of those hammers he got. And Ace of Arrows finishes up World 1. He'll be moving into World 7 as YoBGS only has 2 stages to go, and he's working through 2-3 right now. And takes down the sun too with that Koopa Shell. Nicely done. Yeah, Peach gave that hammer, so that's obviously a good item. Let's see if Ace makes the correct guess here of which island to go to. Sees the piranha plant, sees all the pipes. He knows this is definitely the island he wants to go to. So both of them are currently in piranha stages. Another hammer there for YoBGS. Nice item to find here. Let's hope Ace doesn't make the same mistake of putting his to sleep again. Yeah, Ace is trailing, but not by much. He decided to play through the World 8 Fortress, the first stage of the game. YoBGS making his way through the World 3 airship. Ace sees the lock. He knows exactly what he wants to do with that. He heads into 2-3. Ludwig giving not too much trouble here. Looks like he takes him down with the fireball. Nice fight by YoBGS. And he'll be moving into World 3. So what do you guys think World 3 is going to be? I think World 3 is going to be World 3 this time. We're going to see a Fred. Ace of Arrows finishing up 2-3 here. Just got to kick that Koopa Shell. See, we got a... Well, we already had World 6 for World 1, so it can't be World 6 again. Ace does get the 3 of a kind. We're going to see World 4 for World 3 here. No, that is just something for the randomizer. So the locks are only broken by hammers for this randomizer. Ooh, Ace misses that jump there as YoBGS finds himself in 4-4. He's got to watch out for the Latico up there as Ace is finishing up his piranha stage. Good dodge by Ace there. Make sure he doesn't get hit by the bullet bill. Grabbing the star, not exactly what you want to see here, but he'll take it. YoBGS working his way through 5F2. Gotta be careful with those jumps. Ace of Arrows working on Ludwig. He's got one more hit to go. And there it is. Well done by Ace. And YoBGS takes down Boom Boom with quick fireballs. And we'll see if that is the correct one he needed. Sound like it might have been it. Just broke the lock, unfortunately. Ooh, Firebro's giving him a little bit of trouble, but YoBGS handles it with no problem. Grabs himself a P-Wing. Fortunately, he will have to back up and play that next fortress. Finds the end card game. Makes a match on the mushrooms. Unfortunately, that's all he's going to get. And he'll head into a fight here with the Hammer Bros. Ace Farrell's getting a nice skip for 4-4 there. Try to get it again, but unfortunately does take a hit, so he's got to be careful for the rest of the stage. And YoBGS fighting 7F2, the Piranha Fort. Ooh, Ace has got to watch out as YoBGS does take a death here by falling into the lava. Or as we like to call it, spaghetti sauce. Not many weapons in his arsenal, so he's going to use his star to try to get as quickly as possible. See if he can grab that power up. It is a 1-up, kind of a trolley power up if you ask me. Ace is going to grab the mushroom house again. YoBGS finding a mushroom, a nice needed item. Ace is thinking about what to use. He's going to use the frog suit for this fight. Does take a hit, but takes down the Hammer Bro. Finds himself a P-Wing. YoBGS finishing up his Boom Boom fight. That will build the bridge. So he'll either have to play 4-1 or 4-2, and he can move on into World 4. Again, he has roughly about a 2-stage lead over Ace of Arrows. So it's still a pretty close race overall, considering what could happen here. YoBGS finding another hammer. That's a great item to find. Although I'm pretty sure the runners would like to find clouds at this point. YoBGS figuring out he doesn't need to play those stages, he can just take the pipe. Lead them right on to the World 3 airship, which will be the World 5 airship. Ace Rose is going to play some more in-card game, hopefully finding some better items. Finds the mushroom, the 1-ups here. YoBGS fighting Iggy Koopa. It's more than 3 hits this time. 4. Looks like it's a 5-hitter. And takes him down. Good fight there by YoBGS. Acer is grabbing the coins from the coin ship. Not sure why. I'm guessing he wants the extra 1-ups. As YoBGS walks in, as it gets to know, a man walks into a bar. Ouch. So let's see what World 4 is going to be, chat. We're going to find World 1. Pretty vanilla setup, honestly. Just a few numbers got mixed around, and YoBGS is going to find 7-5 with a boss bass. Here he is. He's going to let himself get chomped here. He's just going to skip over it. And he's a Cloud. Going to equip a P-Wing and head into the next stage. He's going to find himself in 2-2. Fairly easy stage with that P-Wing. As Ace of Arrows is working his way through 7F2, finding out that that power-up is a Troll 1-up. Ooh, almost slid off the pipe there. Ace of Arrows saves himself. Grabs a Fire Flower. YoBGS is fighting the Hammer Bros, or Boomerang Bros. And finds himself with another P-Wing. He'll head into the World 1 airship, which will be World 2. Head into his fight with Larry Koopa. Gonna be, let's see, at least 3 hits here. Well, gonna be a 5-hitter, so each Koopaling has been kind of a tough fight for each player so far. Not tough, just a longer fight. Ace heading into the pipe there, knowing he needs to take that one to get through, not having to play a stage. And he'll head into the World 3 airship, so he's roughly about 4 stages behind right now. Still pretty close technically if you think about it. They got about the same power-ups. No one's really made any progress with the end card game. Ooh, Ace does take a hit there. Hopefully Iggy behaves for him. YoBGS gets an item, which is just a music box from Peach, but he is going to see the World 2 with the pipe available. Unfortunately, he might need to play it. Yeah, the lock will be guarding the fortress. He does have 3 hammers, though, so I think he's just going to keep playing this through and just destroy the lock with the hammer. He's going to head now into the pipe here. He's actually going to play that fort. Not a bad decision. He might feel like he has a significant lead. He is only 17 minutes, 15 seconds in, and he's in World 5. So not a bad decision. He's going to take top route here. Oop, going to have to wait for that thwomp. Ace of Arrows is going to use his hammer. He's thinking about it. He's going to cloud straight over that stage, equip a star and a leaf, and find himself in 2-2. Ace probably thinks he's behind right now, which is why he's probably playing a little more aggressively. Knowing he didn't need to play the World 8 fort, he probably realizes that now. YoBGS playing some more card game here. He's got the flowers, stars, another mushroom. Ooh, almost made another match there. Gets the 1-up, which is a 1-up. Unfortunately, it's a pretty vanilla. Another star. Gets the 10. He's going to clear this board out. Nicely done by him. As Ace works into the World 4 airship. He's going to use that hammer to break through there and head straight into the hammer bro fight. Now keep in mind with these with the turning 2 flags, even if YoBGS gets into World 8 first, World 8 we like to call is a great equalizer because that could be an extremely trolly world with the pipe locations being everywhere. You may have to build multiple bridges to get to Bowser's Fortress. So keep in mind, this race seems like it's pretty far apart, but it's actually pretty close. And as always, be sure to give both these racers a follow. They have been putting on a really good show here today. Very close races. So now they're both into World 5. Ace is kind of taking a look around, see what he's got. He's got a fort, 2 pipes. Going to take that mushroom house. Going to find himself a flower as YoBGS finishes up 7-2 and heads into the World 5 airship. Ace is now going to play his end card game. YoBGS into the World 7 airship here. About halfway through now. Ace sees he's got 2 or 3 hammers still, so he might actually use 2 hammers coming up here. Handling Morton really quickly there. Well done by YoBGS. Just a 2, actually a 3. No, he was a 4 hit. My bad. Miscounted there. And do you smell what the swamp is cooking? It really stinks. Getting a nice little leaf from Peach here. He's going to head into World 6, which is World 5. Ace playing through 7-2 right now. So they're going to have to... YoBGS is going to have to play that fort to build the bridge, and then find the way up to the second half of World 5. Ooh, and Ace of Arrows does take a death there at 7-2. YoBGS is going to move into that blue fort there, which will unlock... Doesn't even need to play it, really. He could just go straight to that pipe and head straight up to the second half of World 5. So it's going to be a real fast World 5 here for him. Finds another hand stage. Ace is using that P-Wing he picked up earlier to skip through this one. YoBGS finding a Tanuki suit. Now into 5-9 for YoBGS. He's going to find 4-1. Relatively nice stage. It's not the actual 5-9, which we all don't want to see. So right now the lead is still roughly about a world ahead. And Ace of Arrows moving into his World 2 airship, which is for World 7. YoBGS is going to play the end card game again. Probably just going to get rid of... Yeah, just going to play through it just to get rid of it. He wants to fight that hammer rod, see what he's got for him. And he'll find another star. YoBGS finding the World 4 airship here, and where he'll fight Roy Koopa at the end. Ace is heading into his fight with Morton, does take him down, as YoBGS is heading into the Roy fight. So it looks like Wendy's going to be our final Koopaling again tonight. Although there may not be a God Pipe. And folks, if you are interested in trying out the Super Mario 3 randomizer, we do have a Discord. We have the bracket standings for the races if you're wanting to know more, and we have a link to download the randomizer. You can join the Discord. We always love new players joining in. We want to help them out. Hopefully they can have a lot of fun. As YoBGS finds himself in 7-9 to blue pipe maze. He's going to fly up to the top here, avoid a good chunk of it. Watch out for that block, Goomba. Ace of Arrows working his way through 6F2. Taking down Boom Boom is Ace, and YoBGS heading into the last half here of 5-9. Or sorry, 7-9. Thinking about it. I don't think he knows he doesn't need to play it. There he goes. Ace is gonna fight these Hammer Bros here. YoBGS heading into his fort here, which is 6F3, the carpet fort. Giving a good portion of it flying over. Does take a hit from the Boo carpet Boo. And Ace is heading into the Spire. I don't think he knew he could have checked that pipe there. So that's gonna put him back even more. Playing through this stage here. YoBGS heading into his fight with Boom Boom. As Ace is finishing up the tower here in just a moment. Here in 3-5, YoBGS gonna find 5-2. Again, he's gonna want to look for that top route. Save himself a lot of trouble with that, especially with the randomizer enemies. Ace heading into his hand stage here with the Hammer Brothers. YoBGS taking a hit, but that's not a big deal. He's already at the end of the stage. Now YoBGS going to check this pipe here. Worst case scenario, it sends him to the pipe right below him. If not, it could send him straight to Wendy. And it does. There's a lock in the way, and he's got plenty of hammers. Going to equip a P-Wing and play right into the World 5 Flying Fortress. Ace here is finishing up 4-1. Ooh, and Wendy is a one-hit Wendy. Nice. That is a very nice Wendy there to find here at the end of World 7. And with that, YoBGS is into the Dark World. And as this king is reminding YoBGS, he does speak with an authentic Mushroom Kingdom accent. We're not really sure what that is, but he speaks it. He's heading right through the World 4 airship. I'll take on Roy Koopa. YoBGS checking that first pipe here. Doesn't leave the Bowser's Valley, but that's alright. May have to build bridges, we're not too sure. He's going to check this next pipe. As these Ace of Arrows finish up his fight with Roy. Finds the top route there in the Dark World. He's going to take another pipe here. Let's check out where that goes. Okay, he does find the hand stage. There are quite a few stages there he can play. Looks like he's still going to try to find the Valley of Bowser here. He's going to back up, play the hand stage, or the hand bridge levels here, which will be a fort, a tank, which he'll find 3F1. That was the gatekeeper there for the last seed. Very good movement by YoBGS here. Ace finds himself in 7-9. And YoBGS finishes up 3F1. Yeah, that made a sound, so we're not sure what that did. Didn't break the lock there on that stage. He's going to find the dead end there, so it looks like he might trail back and play that tank stage. No, looks like he's going to go back. Check the Dark World again. Oh, maybe he's going to check the pipe on the front of the world. Yep, not grabbed by the hand stage. Nicely done. Finds the other side where he'll find the Air Force. He's going to play that. That's going to be the Navy. Good movement here by YoBGS, keeping that P-speed going. Ace is going to play some more end-card game. We're going to find out what that does for him. Now I heard a sound. Nothing happened though. So he's going to play the Navy, which is super tanks. So we got two of Bowser's military stages here. Ace working through 6F3 here, the Carpet Fort, as YoBGS heads into his Boom Boom fight for super tanks. Ace doing a good job not taking any damage here in 6F3, but unfortunately he's still pretty far behind. Although YoBGS has not found Bowser's Valley yet. Oh, he does there, and he does have the bridge, so he's going right into it. No hammer suit, so he's going to have to use Fireball Kill. No skip there for YoBGS. He's going to have to just play through the stairs. Does have a boo on the screen. That's something you generally don't want to see in Bowser's Fortress here, because he will follow you up the stairs. Could be a problem. Ooh, misses the clip there. There he goes. Gets it on the fourth try. Ace of Arrows finishing up 5-2 here. YoBGS making those good jumps here in the last room, and he's into Bowser's fight. Ooh, does lose his firepower, so it's going to be a classic fight here for him. 6 easy jumps, as Ace does find himself in front of Wendy's castle, but does not have a hammer because he used that one in World 5. So he's going to check these Hammer Brothers to see if they got one for him. As YoBGS is about 2 jumps away from taking the 2 wins out of these races. And there it is. Give the GGs up for YoBGS as he takes game number 2. And YoBGS will finish with an SRL time of 33 minutes and 6 seconds. Let's see those GGs in chat for him. Gotta give it up to YoBGS, giving a fantastic showcase today. See if I can get him in here for an interview. Ace of Arrows does finish up the Desert Fort there. Unfortunately, he had to do a lot of backtracking here. Just because it seemed like in both races, because he didn't have a hammer, it's all about the item usage, and that kind of cost him quite a bit of time. And Ace of Arrows will move into the World 5 airship for World 7, where he'll face off against Wendy. To his surprise, it will be a 1 HP Wendy. And let's see here. Alrighty. So we're going to pull YoBGS here into chat. And what's... YoBGS, let's see some GGs for you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, that last seed that was really fast.
Yeah, that was... I think you played really well. The biggest thing is that you used your items in the correct times, and Ace did not. And that's what caused him a lot of time loss.
Well, what happened to me against Sonicu on, what would it have been now? I think, I'm trying to remember. Last time I raced Sonicu, I ended up with like 2 hammers and 3 clouds in World 8 on the 2nd seed. And so I was like, I was telling myself going into this one, I'm not going to have any hammers left. And then we got like 7 hammers anyway. So
yeah, and that's exactly it. When you got all those hammers, you got to use them. I mean, I've had races before, though, where I've been given 4 hammers in the beginning. So you're like, oh, I'm going to keep getting hammers. And then you get to those later worlds and you don't have any. So I think you did a good job of item management. You saved your hammers for when you really needed them. I think Ace believed he was behind the whole time. So he was playing really aggressively. But at the same time, he was spending a lot of time gathering items.
And I only did that in World 1 because there were so many Hammer Bros and a small Mario. You know, you never know if you're going to get a 2 Fire Bro in water. So it helps to have something at least going in. But after that, it was like, all right, I just need to kind of take.
Yeah, and I felt like that was the smartest choice you made there. Like, I get it. When you got that World 4 start and you see all those Hammer Bros and there's the 1 Mushroom House, you're going to take it. You need the power-ups to kind of have that security. Overall, I mean, Ace, he's only had a few deaths. I think you died, but I think you died intentionally to skip 7-5.
Yeah, there was a 7-5 where I saw the boss bass and I was like, I've got a cloud, might as well use it. And then I died on, was it Fort 7-2, the one with the lava and the piranha plants, just because I missed the jump trying to get...
You're trying to get the item, yeah. Unfortunately, there's a troll item as a 1-up.
But I mean, those are some great seeds. We didn't have any auto scrollers. We only had, I'm trying to think, a couple pretty trolly levels, but other than that, it was pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, I felt, and you know what, for being new to the tournament, new to our community, you're showing you're a fierce competitor. I think that's a good thing for you. Ace is also a very good runner. I just felt like he spent a lot of time gathering items, and that kind of forced him where he was.
Yeah, I watched Ace in Sonicu's race yesterday, and I think Ace had like a 37 on this flag set, so I knew it was going to be a really good race, and that's why I mean, I love being in this group, but it's like everybody you look at is crazy good. I mean, Ace is good, Haxor, Para, and Sonicu almost, you know, we were neck and neck through our race, so it's been a great group.
Yeah, I mean, I lurk in your stream sometimes just to watch other people, and you're an experienced runner already, and the nice thing is that, yeah, you're right, your group is tough. I think Sonicu got into a really tough group, so to his dismay, he did lose all his matches so far, but again, you beat Paradox, and Paradox is one of the top racers out there, so I want to give you props for that one.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to ultimately make it out of the group, but the question mark is going to be how Haxor does, because I think Para and I are both 5-1, and Haxor's got like all of his matches left to play, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it.
Last year, Haxor did make it into the brackets, and I believe he got knocked out in the 2nd round, but he got pretty far in. So it should be an interesting finish to your guys' group. You and Paradox both being 5-1, and if Haxor goes at least 6-2, you know, both you guys could end up being 6-2 technically. So that could be a real exciting 3-way tiebreaker for you guys.
I think it might be exciting for you guys. I don't know that that's something that I'd want to have to run anytime.
No, I don't blame you. You don't want to deal with that. I do want to say real quick, Ace Ferals did take down Bowser. GG's to him. We'll get his time here in just a moment. So with that, he will finish with an official SRL time of 40 minutes and 13 seconds. Let's see your GG's for Ace of Arrows. Yeah, YoBGS, I think you're kind of a pretty fierce competitor right now, especially the fact that you beat Paradox. I played Paradox once and he stomped me to the ground, so I know he's one of the best runners out there.
Well, and in the second seed where he got me, it was like, I think he beat me by about 50 seconds, so... Yeah, I mean, both of those races with Para could have gone either way, I think, for both of us.
Yeah, and even Ace, that first one you beat him on, he even said he played poorly. But in reality, I felt like you both played really well. So we're going to see if we can get Ace in here for an interview. Again, I think your guys' group is one of the best groups to watch. You guys are all pretty competitive with each other. Pretty close races, too. So I'm excited to see how it all ends out.
Well, I guess it's what you sign up for when you get into one of these. It's like, put me up against, it's like put me up against the best and see what happens.
Exactly. You never know. With that, we're going to welcome Ace of Arrows into the chat here. GG, sir.
Thank you.
How'd you feel about those seeds?
I'd say they were pretty average seeds, and I played decently well, I guess. So, like, no complaints about how I did from my end. BGS was just the better of the two of us today.
Yeah, the biggest thing that we noticed between you guys, you did spend a lot of time gathering items, but when it came down to having that hammer at the right moment, that cost you about 4 to 5 stages there.
Yeah, I noticed that. Today was all about the hammers, I think.
Yeah, and I was telling YoBGS earlier, he had really good usage of them. I know in the previous seed, this seed we just played, you used 2 hammers to get through World 2, and that one hammer would have saved you a ton of time. Especially in basically going into World 3 to face Wendy.
Yeah, I got a little freaked out when I had a death right at the end of 7-2 there, and I was like, no, I don't want to waste my time on this anymore, even though I know that one fortress is going to clear out the lock. I don't know what's going to be in that fortress, so let's just hammer here and pray. And it was just the wrong decision.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that does put you down to 2 and 4, but you still have some matches up with Haxor. What do you think about that one?
Well, I almost never really do much studying of my opponents beforehand. I just don't bother. So I don't know anything about him or how good or not good he is, so I honestly have no idea how I match up against him.
Yeah, I know he got pretty far into last year's tournament, so he's a fairly decent runner. But then again, when you look at all of us, we're all really good. It's just, it's a randomizer. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, Randomizer's definitely like a box of chocolates.
Exactly. So I felt overall, you guys both played really well. Again, just some of the item usage kind of held you back a bit. But overall, I felt like you guys played really well. There weren't that many deaths. I think you had maybe under 5 deaths in each seed.
Yeah, and I think I definitely did way worse with the hammers in the first seed. I made much dumber decisions the first time around.
Well, in the first seed, we had a lot of the levels that used the hammers way later. We had a lot of the worlds that used the hammers way later in the seed. So you're sitting there thinking, well, do I save it for World 5? Do I use 2 on World 2? And when is World 1 coming up? And, you don't have enough hammers to go around. And eventually you're just like, what do I do?
Exactly. Yeah, that's a really hard decision. No racer knows exactly when to do that. I mean, it's the point of the randomizer. It's kind of a gamble, and then when you make the decision and then you find out it kicks you in the teeth later, that's just part of it. You got to take those risks.
Yeah, and there were times in both seeds today where I thought that I had more hammers than I did. It all came down to I thought I remembered getting more hammers that I didn't actually get. You saw me checking my inventory a bunch. That was almost always what it was. I was trying to make 115% sure I really didn't have more hammers.
Yeah, I remember seeing you get into the World 5, you get up there, and then on the first seed, you find out you don't have the hammer. And I saw you spamming your button there, just like, no, you know, like you were looking for that hammer that wasn't there.
Yeah, I think we've all done that once or twice. That hammer we thought we had.
Exactly. Well, guys, I do want to say those are some really good races. They're really exciting. Everybody in chat, please give both these guys a follow. They're real fun to watch. YoBGS does a lot of NES. Ace of Arrows does a lot of challenge runs with the dance pad. Those are pretty exciting to watch as well. So please make sure to drop both these guys a follow. I think they're fantastic runners, and I can't wait to see what else they come up with here. So,
and make sure to follow our awesome commentator as well.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that too. So let you know
definitely want to follow Gimp Extreme.
Let you know right now, we do have another run going on right now. One Fine Day versus DLP 316. That is on Speed Gaming 5. Go check that out. We do have more races tonight as well. 8 p.m. We got Demon Battler against Garen Old Wolf. That would be on Speed Gaming 4. That's a double header. You got Raikou Rider on the comms. That's another fantastic runner there. And then I believe at 8:30 p.m. you're going to have Sharky 2107 against Calvin 856. That's going to be their second seed run. So Ollie Cat's going to be on the mic there. Don't have a channel for that one just yet. And then at 10 o'clock, we're also going to have Dave Lendo versus Charlie Boy. That, again, does not have a channel here. Let's double check. Let's refresh this page. Let's make sure we're not wrong. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no channel for that one there. But we got plenty more Super Mario Randomizer coming up here for you guys. So please stay tuned. Check out the other channels. And, again, GG to both of you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, GG for sure.
All right. You all have a fantastic evening. Thank you.
You also.